and welcome to like a test thing that I'm doing. First of all, I'm going to kill off the monitor on my voice because it's really throwing me off because it's a little bit delayed. There's some nice background jazz, so let's turn off the monitor off that, so then I'm not this. There we go. Right, I'm gonna unplug these headphones because if I'm not monitoring my audio, I don't need headphones. So I want the background jazz though, so I'm going to turn that on. There we go, so I can hear the background jazz. So today I'm going to do something slightly different, and I'm going to basically be building a dice tower. What is a dice tower? I hear you ask silently. It is basically a way of throwing dice in a board game. Any kind of board game, be it Monopoly, be it Dungeons and Dragons, be it, you know, all its many-sided dice, be it a game that involves dice, Yahtzee. And basically what it is a little way of basically making sure the dice don't disappear off onto the floor, because that's the most annoying thing in the world, and also making sure they roll randomly, because it's basically a big tower, hollow tower with like slopes in it, so it kind of goes doof 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 doof, and then the dice kind of in a little area down below. So basically I got dirt cheap off Amazon, a really nice little thing here. Oh, laser cut wood, love that smell. So it is like a Venetian flat thing. Now I'm going to build it. It's all burnt because it's laser cut. I'm going to build it, and then after I've built it, I'm going to decide whether or not I'm going to paint it or do anything. And then obviously, if I do that, then that, you know, will be another thing we can do. So let's get my trusty penknife. Be careful with knives. Find an adult to help you. I don't have one at hand, so I'm just gonna risk it. So hopefully that's probably all the knife work we'll need. Let me move my keyboard out of the way, give my desk a clean, because I don't want you to see my embarrassingly messy desk. We'll put the knife there so we've got it to hand. Phone, you go over here out of the way. Beer, that's, make sure when crafting always have a beer. I've gone for a banana bread beer. It's very nice. Let's put this there, let's put that there, let's put that capo there. I've got so much rubbish on my desk. Right, so I've got a nice big desk space now. So I can tilt the camera down. We can go to Star Wars. No, I've got enough tilt in the webcam. What to do? What to do? Let's have a. Let's see what we can. Oh, there we go. Oh, easy, easy. There we go. Right, focus. Breathe in, just big. Oh, my shoes. You can see my shoes. Where are my shoes? You can see my shoe. Oh, I still see a shoe. Oh, shoes. Right, there we go. So, dice tower. No instructions. That's all you get. Tabletop scenics, so they do, I imagine they do a range of different ones. Oh, there's instructions available at www.ttcombat.com. This is not a toy, not suitable for children below 36 months, contains small and sharp pieces, recommended for people older than 14 years old. Luckily, I'm just about there. Kit supplied, unassembled and unpainted, as we can see. Smells so good. Oh, if you don't know what that smell of like laser cut MDF is, oh, it's so good. Now there's like little tiny nubbins like this. I don't know if they're necessary or not, so we'll leave them to one side just in case. Polythene there. I'll go in the bin in a minute. So first of all, we've got all the bits. So you've got these beautifully intricate laser cut. Can't stop smelling it. It smells so good. Now. There's no instructions with it. Obviously, the instructions are on that website. So, then you've got a few cardboard bits. Is it cardboard? What's the proper term for this? It has a proper name. It's not cardboard. I can't remember. It'll probably come to me at some point. Oh, and then we got the main. So let's pop out the main thing. Basically, we need to find out, once we find out what the bottom bit is, then we're away. Now, the more sensible of you would obviously go on the website and use instructions, but I'm not sensible. It's quite a small dice tower. That's probably why it was so cheap. So probably couldn't use this one for more than one dice at a time. This was literally like a $5 off Amazon. So I don't want to use instructions. I just want to use the picture. So if we put the picture there for reference. Oh, nubbin. Have I got a nubbin hole? I'll put my nubbins there. So let's see. Oh, thing we will need, and I'm wireless mic because I'm that kind of a guy. It's some wood glue. Now, I've gone for Gorilla wood glue because it's what I had lying around. Other brands are available. So Venetian dice tower. Blah, blah, blah. So the bottom's going to be probably this bit. Because look, there we go. It's one big flat platform. That's the this. That's the this. And yeah, so you just literally, it's like an Airfix thing. You just kind of pop it out. Probably would be good to have like an emery board to file that off. I'm gonna see if I can just kind of slice it off with my penknife. Don't cut towards you, Matt. You're an idiot. Yeah, that works. So you can either use a nice sharp knife, which this is, or a file. I don't think I have a file. Or a bit of sandpaper, a little sanding block would be perfect. Obviously, probably quite a fine grit. Smells good. Right, so we'll plonk our base there. So the next obvious bit would be the fences, which I can see on this sheet here. So let's pop these out. Right, these are quite hard to pop out, so let's, I don't know why I keep putting that away. Right, let's carefully, because there's a very thin, this knife's not quite thin enough. There we go. Pop. Pop that through there, and we'll, and another one there, there we go, pop that out. Oh, this is a Diddy dice tower. Hopefully my dice will fit in it. Got various dice to try in it. Got some standard size D6s, your classic 6-sided dice, and then I've got a few D12s. I've basically got your D&D dice as well. Now this is going to go a certain way, isn't it? So that's probably going to be the front one, because you've got these little nubbins here, like little, there we go, little focus. Nice fingernails, Matt. Things there, or lack of. So we'll pop the side ones in first, like that. Now, I'm not going to glue it straight away, because I want to make sure I'm putting things in the right place first. Probably also it would be better to paint before you glue. So what? Do I? Yeah, I'm not going to glue it. Reason being, I'm assuming it'll probably still hold together, because I want to obviously be able to take it apart again and paint it, if I decide to do that. If I don't, then I'll glue it. But for now, I'm not going to glue it, I'm just going to slot it all together. So that's the fence. There we go. So far, this is going rather well. Let's just pop out some of these bigger bits here. There we go. I've never done a stream like this before, so if you do decide to tune in and watch, let me know what you think. Drop us a message. I would say like and subscribe, but that's YouTube. Whatever the like and subscribe equivalent is on Twitch. So, oh, these are a bit. Where's my knife? Trusty knife. So, let's see. Do it. I need a cutting board. See all these little craft things I don't have because I'm not a crafter. There we go. Pop you can see on each bit, there's one really nice obvious bit holding it in, and if you cut that one away, then you can kind of get it. You know, the rest will just pop out like that. Pop, pop, and then you're left with the empty frame, which I'll just throw on the floor over there, and I'll tidy up later. So they're going to be roof bits up here, I think. So we'll leave those up there. Quite a lot to it. It's nice. I like it. This is nice. I need to do more streams like this. It's relaxing. I'm enjoying this. It's just chilled. Now that's got a hole in it, so I reckon that's going to be the very top. Because look, we've got a nice big square hole there. So I reckon that's going to be where we drop the dice in. And that's a big old nubbin, that is. So it's probably, you know, we might be able to utilise that somewhere else. So you can go to one side for a minute because you're going to be at the top. So I'm sorry about this thing. That's my mic receiver. So can't shove that out of the way, unfortunately. Oh well, it can live that. It's not offending anyone. Or it might be. If you're being offended by that, I can only apologise, and I'd say maybe talk to a professional about getting some help. Right, so it's just, I think if we just carefully start by cutting everything out, because some of these more intricate bits are a bit nerve-wracking. I don't like. I'm waiting for the moment where I inevitably snap a bit. I'll tell you what, we can use this nubbin to stop me knackering my desk. So worried that I am just gonna snap it. Oh God. This bit's fragile because it's got little limbs, and the limbs are kind of sliced not fully through, but where they've done detailing. Is that snapped, or is that meant to be like that? No, oh okay, it's meant to be like that. Oh, thank God. So there's a bit here, look, where it should be stuck together, but because it's so small, it's kind of come apart a bit. So this is where we can utilise a bit of our wood glue. Bienvenue, we are using the glue. So I'll actually just pull that nubbin off. And what's nice about this glue is it does dry nice and clear. And it whistles. So let's pour. If we get it to bulge out the top, oh, hello. Tap, tap, tap. Do not need a lot on there. Now ideally we would need something to kind of attach that to stop it falling apart, but I do not have such a device, so contrary to what I probably should do, I'm just going to leave it and then hope that when I do it with this side it doesn't do the same thing. If we push it down where it, there we go. Yes. I mean, you can see it is splitting. I don't know if it's going to focus that close. There is a tiny line where it is splitting a bit. So we'll put that there. We'll see. We'll see if it decides to split or not. Again, that's where painting it is going to help, because if you coat the whole thing in like a nice thick white gesso paint, it's going to give it a bit more structural integrity. You weren't used to that. Oh God, these bits look a bit fragile. Oh, these are the little roof nubs. So those bits will be fine. Roof nub. Roof nub. Oh, come on. Come on. Roof nub. Okay, that made nice. That's fine. Click. Put the knife down. Right, we've got another faffy bit here, so I'm going to carefully, as carefully as we can. Watching your fingers. Really, what I would recommend using rather than a penknife, and this is the only reason this is a penknife, because it's actually a case knife for a watch. It's for opening the back of a watch. So just carefully pop that through. Annoyingly, I don't have a thinner knife, like a craft knife, a little, or Americans would call them X-Acto knife. Probably actually what you should use. But I'm not, like I say, I'm not a crafter, so I'm massively ill-equipped. I think that's everything out of that one. So let's try and find some of the walls. The walls are oh, these are the walls here. So that's not this wall. That's going to be this wall here to the side. So I'm assuming the bottom, at the bottom of the brickwork. It's not the back, it's definitely this side. So that's going to go. Why are you flashing at me? Oh, you have no batteries. Oh, 2 seconds. What? Are you the double A's or are you the triple A's? You're the double A's. Double A's. 2 seconds. The double A's. Got some rechargeable ones here. Hopefully they're charged. Right, temporary mic silence. There we go, and we're back. And it says full battery, so we shall see. It'd be nice to be able to use rechargeables on them. Right, so that's probably going to be the back, isn't it? Because it's not got the hole for the dice to come through. So yeah, it's going to be the back bit there. So I'm assuming that's going to go slot into there. Thusly. So far we've not had to use instructions, because instructions are for losers or sensible people. So let's get the other side on. That's going to be this chunky boy here. Oh yeah, so it's yeah, because look, there's a bit there for the cardboard. Okay, so it's got these little nub holes here for like the cardboard. So I'm assuming what you could do is glue. I don't know why it's got those. I suppose you could put these, glue the cardboard. I don't know. There's probably people out there who know why. I'm not one of those people. So there we go. We've got the side. I like they've like lasered little cracks and stuff into the walls, which are, if you can see that, they've got like little cracks because it's the old. Oh, that's really cool. And then that's going to be the front, because it's got the kind of behold the dice bit on it. This little thing here, like you might kind of throw a curtain. So that's going to pop there at the front. So I mean, we're definitely going to have to use glue to stick certain bits on. Do we just build it and paint it after? Thing is, I hate the idea that when I then paint it, if I do decide to paint it, which I probably will, that then when I paint it, there's nooks and crannies that the paint's not going to get into. So I'm a bit like, I'm one of those people who, when I have an Airfix thing, I paint it before I build it. So there we go. So that's the basic thingy, Weichmold. It's kind of cute. I think it'll work. Oh no, I'm being thick. The nubbins in there, of course, the nubbins in there are for the slopes where the ramps for the dice. What a twit! That one's got a little arrow and a D on it. I'm assuming that means the front. Oh, as in dice. So dice go this way. Yeah, dice this way. So we should really put all those in first. I'm assuming the biggest one is going to go at the bottom. Yeah. Oh, right. So let's pop you out a sec, and then we will operate sideways somehow. Right. Like that. So dice this way. I don't know why I'm holding that there, so we can slot that in there, and are they the same? Yes. So dice this way. Like that one. It's nice and tight. It's too tight, actually. There we go. And there, and then that one. And there. Like that. And can you put the sides before I put the front, or can I do the sides? I can do the sides. That one's going there. This is lining up all the arrows. Oh god, noises make me nervous. Shouldn't be, because noises are just kind of the edges creaking into place, and they are fitting. So I don't know why I'm worried. There we go. A bit more rigidity. So that's basically that's there. You can see how a dice tower works now. Essentially, you drop the dice in, it goes buff, buff, thump. Then everyone's like, yeah, you've lazily rolled a dice. And I'm like, yeah, not that lazy. Just, I'm making the roll of a dice a bit more of an event. He's got a balcony on the back. It looks to me like the balcony should actually go on the front. Because it's got no, on the back it's got a couple of windows and a back door. So, I don't know. There's only one way we can do it, so we might as well just do it that way. Right, and then we'll slot all this back into the base. There we go. Little Venetian towers coming together nicely. Yeah, that's nice. Dice towers in there. I mean, theoretically, we could chuck a dice in it and check. Oh, what a die, I suppose I should say. I keep catching the mic on my chin. Sorry if it rustles. I don't really know what I'm doing. Now, I don't think these are the roof nubbins. I think these are the roof nubbins because there's more of them. I think this might be a balcony nubbin. Oh. is going to be the roof. Yeah, because all the roof nubbins go in. Obviously, you do need to be careful when you're pushing these out because you don't want to snap them. Although this is quite nice thick MDF, so I think you do well too. That's nice. I mean, this is what I like about laser cut. It's like the intricacy you can get with things like that. Focus, camera. There you go. Oh no, it did it for a second, didn't it? Never mind. You got a brief you got a brief look at the intricacies. No, screw you. Right, let's have a look what we can do. I think we need that. So we need this nubbin out. So I think this is the balcony. That's my trusty cutting piece. The other problem with using a penknife to do this is it has a habit of trying to fold away as soon as you put pressure on it. I mean, obviously you can just remember to put pressure on the correct way. Avoid that. What I'm doing, I'm literally scraping it sideways on the thing just to get rid of the extra guff. Now I'm assuming this goes in like that. Yeah, and the back of the one of the dice wraps will actually stop it going in further. And there's actually these little nubbins here. I keep calling everything a nubbin. Nubbins aren't. There we go. These are more pieces than nubbins. There we go. Those pieces there are the sides of the balcony. So these want to go just so you can see it. Actually popping them there. And oh, I fall off. This is where you need glue. You can see there, they get here at the side of the balcony. And it's fallen off again. Oh, and that one's jumped into the thing. Right, there we go. Very acrobatic, these pieces. Pop that there in there. Once I've got the balcony on, they'll stay put, hopefully. So then we'll pop the front. Said balcony. No, so yeah, we wouldn't need to glue this. So yeah. So there's the balcony. Isn't that lovely? Camera focus. And it's fallen off. So just trying to get this all to balance without without gluing it, because I really want to glue it before we've painted it. That'll do. Stay there. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Right, okay. That's going to fall off again at some point, I know it. Right, what have we got left to pop out? Just all the... Oh. Hello. Right, I need that. I need to pop out all these roof nubs. Oh god, Matt, what you think? Oh, what have I dropped? Oh, I've dropped me that bit. God. Oh, to have any. I might invest in an X-Acto knife. Although, I mean, this is working. It's just obviously if it was a thinner blade, it'd be better. It's quite a satisfying pop you get there when you get through it. That's all the knife bits. I'm going to use this pair of scissors here, but I'm not going to open them. I'm just going to, the ones that don't come through, I'm just going to pop. Some of them have obligingly just come straight out. Some of them are being pained in the bum. Oh, there we go. Oh, no. That's everything out there. There we go. So, it's going to be these bits, isn't it? So that's going to go on the side. Think about it. Oh God. How did my balcony not fall off then? I will not use insert. Oh, hang on. Need to put this bit on, don't we? This is the. Oh, there's the balcony. Right, I'll put the balcony back on at the end. So this will hold the whole thing, the main structure together a bit better, because this will add some rigidity to the top of it. You know what? There's always one. Oh God. There we go. So that's on. And now we can put these bits on, because I'm assuming these will go in. Yes. I don't want music. This is nice. This is I'd Rather Be Alone by Franz Gordon on Epidemic Sound. It's good. It's all like royalty-free music and stuff. So I can put it on here without risk of being told off for using music. Quite reminiscent of the Upset soundtrack. I feel. You know, I feel like at any moment you could go. Try and get all the burnt bits on the, I'd say on the inside. I've not done it there. Unless, maybe, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. If we're going to paint it, the burnt bits might look quite, I don't know, who cares? I think I'm thinking about this too much. It smells great though. That's the only problem, is when you paint it, you lose the smell. It smells, then just smells of paint, which can be nice. Gesso paint smells quite nice actually. But it doesn't smell anywhere near as nice as laser cut MDF. Oh jeez. So again, I suppose actually what we should do, if I can get them out there, is put all these together and then drop them in. That would be sensible, wouldn't it? So that's. Again, wet glue would be nice because I'm not going to have enough hands for this. And I'll put that one upside down. Will I have enough hands? magician as well, so I've got sleight of hand. I suppose if you wanted to make a Dungeons and Dragons board tabletop games reference to that, you could, one might say I have a proficiency in sleight of hand. There's about 2 people watching this now. If anyone's watching this, you just went, ooh, hello viewer. Hello viewer. Right. If you've just joined me, we're building a dice tower with some background jazz. Right. So that's on. That's definitely on. Hilarious thing is, at some point I'm going to take this all apart and paint it. So this is completely pointless exercise. But, oh well. All these bits in. More bit in. These little nubbins here. Easy, easy. Do I glue these in? I don't know. I'm still deciding about some of the glue, because I'm still deciding whether or not I want to, like, how I want it to look. I am going to need to glue that in there though, so let's just do this. I know the glue's dry, that glue's dried and gone weird. Oh, there we go. Not entirely dry yet, so we can probably use, you know, wood glue's basically a bit like PVA. I think it's a slightly stronger PVA. Don't know, I might be completely wrong. Let's just dab that in there. You can just rub your hands and it kind of comes off. Like, it looks almost like dead skin when it comes off, which is nice. Problem is, it's now sticking to my fingers. There we go. I mean, you probably could use super glue, but the problem is with super glue on wood is it just soaks straight to the wood and then you can't really use it. Anyway, meanwhile, back on roof nubs. Some of these fit in like quite tight. Some of them fit in a bit looser, but like that one and that one. I've lost my nubbin. See, that one just doesn't. So what we'll do, we'll put that one somewhere else. Try a different one in there. There we go. See, whilst they are a laser cut, there are going to be microscopic differences. Between them all. So far, we've still not used instructions. So that's a little personal victory, I feel. Right, and we got the roof bits. So that's gonna go there. This is where the nubbins are gonna fall off. Me. Right. Okay. Executive decision. I'm going to glue the nubs. I am going to glue the nubbins. I quite like the non-paint. Do you know what? Let's just glue it. Do you know what? Sod it. Let's glue it. Let's glue it. Let's glue the lot. I've got a decent paintbrush. You can get in there. You can get in the nooks and crannies. So like that bit we don't need to glue because that's solid. That we definitely need to glue. So we need to glue like the tower into the base. So let's turn her upside down. Let's grab our wood glue and let's put a good old blob. So I'm going to get glue all over my desk. But what's nice about wood glue is it does just wipe off. So if you don't have wood glue, you could just do this with PVA. Or super glue might work. Because this is laser cut, the super glue might not actually soak in. I have got some super glue, but I'm not willing to test it. To be honest, I've got wood glue. This is wood. Why would I use super glue when I've got the glue literally designed for gluing this kind of thing? I think you're supposed to leave for a bit to kind of go tacky, aren't you? I don't know, you just whack it in. You're supposed to clamp it, but I'm just gonna glue. Bienvenue, we are using le glue. There we go, in that goes. So that's properly in that. Let's glue these bits in. Starting with the side ones. So I'm putting the glue along basically the bottom. Whatever's going to be in contact. I mean, really, they should be going on the sides here, but not the bit I put on, because all I'm going to do now, actually, I've realised, is glue it to my desk. And what's nice, like I say about this glue, yeah, I think the glue all over my desk. Oh well. What's nice about this glue is it does dry clear. So any kind of, you don't need to worry about seeing glue everywhere when you initially build it, because once it dries, you won't see it. Just make sure I keep moving it around, because I don't want to end up having a permanent dice tower in the middle of my desk. Because funnily enough, I want it to be on my games table, not on my video games table on my work desk and stuff. Work desk, yeah. Like you do work at this desk. There we go. Oh Jesus, that was a bit keen, wasn't it? Spread that out. There we go. Bienvenue with using the glue. There we go. And you can always just give it a wipe round with your finger as well. Like I say, it all dries clear, and you can just rub it off your fingers as well. Like that. You just rub your hands together and it just flakes off. It's quite loose. Let's glue you in. I suppose if because we're using glue, we can end up essentially with a finished product, which is what we want. So the hell with it. like that. Then we can get the balcony nubbins. That just didn't want to. That what we can use. I'm pretty sure we don't need this, but so we can just whack a good blob of glue there. And we can. That's gonna. Like that. Nubbin on either side like that. So we can do it on. Basically cover that in glue. And then do the same with the other one. Joys of wood glue. You don't need to be tidy. I love glue that dries clear. Because it means I'm not worried about getting it everywhere. Alright, we got this one, so we want to glue all along the bottom of this. Sides of that, and make sure it's got a good smattering. It has, and then the bits here is where it's going to be touching those side bits. So it's there like that. Perfect. Wipe down with my finger. There you go, at least my balcony will stay on there. That's a bit loose. Okay, so let's put some glue. Let's take that whole top bit off if we can. I'm not too worried about gluing inside because once the paint will go in those cracks, and also once this is on, this will kind of hold it anyway. This bit, so there we go. So the way I'm going to do this is, I think, brain, come on brain. Like that, so let's glue these. So that one's a bit of glue there. Bit there. Well, this nozzle's not really designed for this kind of fine work, but needs must. Might be an idiot to do that. I've done the wrong end. I've done the wrong end. So we need to do that end in a minute anyway. Smooth. I'm about to glue a nub into the table. Oh, hello. Well, that bit's sticking. As is that bit. Like I say, just wipe it with your fingers. With wood glue, you're better off using too much than not enough. Because you can wipe it and it dries quicker. I don't know, maybe I'm talking about else. Wood glue, like that, gone. Right, and now let's just literally slather. Like that. And we'll do all along the top of here as well. Oh, we're putting cement now on a little house. Well, I say it's like that. It is that. That is exactly what we are doing. Wide bit was at the back. Oh, wow, that's loads easier now. Funny that. Just slather a load of glue in the holes and then oh. There we go. I'm doing this very quickly and slapdash, but yeah, because it works. And now we've got the glue in there, you're not getting that horrible squeaky noise as well. And I'll just run my finger around the edges like that and it'll just tidy those up a bit. That's a lot more secure now as well. You're supposed to like clamp everything in that, but to be fair, it's not like this is particularly heavy duty, so I don't think we're going to have an issue. Cool. Next thing, you can rub it off your desk just like that. Just goes, and then you can get a wet wipe on it later and clean it properly. And we've lost a nubbin. Luckily, I found it. Right, nub time. It's going to be easy. I think it's going to be easier if we literally do this. Slobbering glue on each of the holes like that, rather than trying to individually glue the nubbins, because I think that's going to be a pain in the bum. Let's go plomp. Flomp. Flomp. God knows how this balcony at the back is supposed to attach. Like, is the whole of the rear balcony made of cardboard? I think the whole of the rear balcony is made of cardboard. Apart from maybe this bit. Oh yeah, look, it's got tiny little holes for the cardboard. Jesus. Chipboard, is it? No, it's not chipboard. Chipboard's on the kind of wood. It's something board, but I can't remember what. I used to know this stuff. I've not done anything like this for ages. So. Oh, have we run out of jazz? We've run out of jazz. There we go, afternoon jazz. lively. Oh, I've dropped a nub. Got it. There we go, that's all our nubs in. Let's just give that a wipe round on the inside. And then do is glue. Whoops. On the top here. In the nub holes. And then put a little carefully because I don't want to knock them out. A little bit on each, please. Oh, looks like it's been snowing. Don't know why I put it right at the top because I assumed it would go on there, but it doesn't. That's fine because we can rub it into the like that and cement the gap. I might do. A bit in the corners there like that, because it'll dry clear. That'll just give that a little bit more rigidity. Don't quite marry up, so I'm going to do that for all of the night. Just put a bit. Liberal coat on it, and then just gently. And if you wanted to, like, make this dry quick, you can use a heat gun or a hairdryer or something. I don't even have a craft knife, so I definitely don't have either of those things. That'll go on the top there like that. And that is pretty much there. We've just got the detailing to do. So whatever the hell that bit is, I don't know what that is, where this goes. Goes behind that. I think that's just that goes straight on the curtain bit. Oh, where do you go? Come back to that. So the balcony. There's no way of attaching the balcony. Right, okay, I'm going to look at the instructions on my other monitor, just so I can figure out where that bit goes, because I have literally no idea. So where were they? ttcombat.com. TT Combat. There we go. Their product code. So if we just search dice. Oh god, they do a lot of stuff. There it is, Venetian dice. Instructions, download. Do not. What range are you? Oh, Streets of Venice. Okay, there's a little picture here. God, there's loads. Build an entire Venetian village with a dice tower. It's just called Venetian Dice Tower. It doesn't. Oh, there we go. Venetian Dice Tower. Download. Right, there we go. So I did do all that bit. Yeah, I've done all that bit. I've done all that bit. I've done that bit. Done that bit. Alright, so now you're telling me to basically turn it sideways. Yeah. Now start gluing on cardboard. Vaguely. Well, that's on there, and you've not told me to glue that bit on yet. I want to see all this mystery. That's it, that's the instruction. Oh, it's the top of the balcony. Okay. Got it. Cool, it's the balustrade. Balustrade for the balcony. Let's, before we put this side on, see it's starting to dry now already, it is going clear. Let's try and stick this on. I think we'll do this one and then we'll do the other bit. So obviously we're going to have to glue this, so. Oh, I'm not built for this kind of detail work. It says actually it wasn't too difficult. Oh, it's falling. I'll show you in a second once I've got it in position. There you go. Not too bad. Let's put a little. Getting glue everywhere, but it's well, it's going to add to the character. Where's my skizzers? Let's just give the There we go, got the front bit on. I don't know if my dice are... I don't think my D20 is going to fit in here. I mean, it's cute. Certainly not really any good for large dice. Wooden detailing. Makes me nervous. Do the rear balcony first. Okay, let's have a look at this rear balcony. Oh, I might recommend to do the other bits first. Alright. I'll follow the instructions. Let's turn it this way. So, I'm definitely going to need my knife to cut these out. So we've got a few shutters, I think all the shutters are the same. Oh, that makes me nervous. Right, let's do these first because these are going to be nice and big and easy. So I'm assuming these are just going to splot. Like that. It'll all dry clear. Put you two on the side, we'll come back to you guys. And what else have we got on this side? We've got some of these like funny little planky bits. So we've got a long one. One? No, it looks like two long ones. So these are there to hide, I guess, where the dice, the ramps inside fit in, and also to kind of just give it a bit of light, I guess. Oh, I've done that one the wrong way around. That should still stick. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, it'll dry clear. It'll dry clear. Keep telling myself that. Oh, and then we've got a line of bricks. And the bricks go where the bricks are. Didn't use this glue application yet. Oh, that was satisfying. That was nice. I enjoyed that. That looks nice. Side pillars. Oh, okay. So it's these ones here with the cutouts. Don't know which side, but I'll get them both out, and then we'll be able to work it out, won't we? So the cutouts for obviously the bit at the front. Oh God. Missed that one. Oh, they fold around. Oh God. Right, so you know what, I'm going to glue it and I'm going to wait for it to dry, then I'm going to... Unless, can I... Should have done it beforehand. Okay. Ah, there we go. This will be hidden. When we paint it, if we paint it. If not, it'll just make it look rugged and warm. Right, something like that, I don't know. I mean, it's going to look really mangy because I'm getting all dirty glue all over it now, but again, we can use that. It's all stuff we can hide later. And who knows, it might kind of add to the beaten up look. Because what we'll probably do is I'll paint these bits like a nice dark brown, or like wooden supports, or paint black, make it one of them black, make it look like a drain pipe or something. I don't know. All I can say is we've made ash of that. Like a proper ash of that. And when it comes to the other side, I'm going to remember to pre-score it and fold it first. I mean, I might even cut them in half and do it as two separate strips. We'll see how easy this one looks like it's going to be. So what I'll do with it, I've pre-scored that one. I'm going to fold it before I stick it on. Because it's surprisingly difficult. It just doesn't... Really surprisingly difficult to fold, but it just doesn't want to... And then we can just literally with the glue. So yes, I should have done that first. Hey, lesson learned. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Oh yeah. We'll notice how much easier and nicer that one went on. Look, bold. When you do it properly. Didn't say that in the instructions though, did it? I'll be honest, the instructions aren't actually that much help. I mean, I did most of it without it. It was only when we're doing this cardboard detailing I've booted them up to see where it all goes. I don't really give you much clue as to, like, you know, pre-score this, take it out, fold it before you stick it onto the tower. For God's sake, fold it before you stick it onto the tower. What are you doing? No, fold it before you stick it onto the tower. I've told you, fold it. And funnily enough, you do that and it works. Rather than this horrible... I mean, it kind of, if I paint that out, it will kind of make it look like some kind of dodgy metal ironwork type stuff. So that could definitely become a drain pipe. We can work with it. We can make that work for us. Let's do the other side here. Let's just admire this side and how nice it is at the moment while it's not ruined. I'm applying quite a lot of force when I'm scoring this because I want it to fold. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was lovely. Oh, that was almost enjoyable. That one just went. We'll do the same technique again. We're just going to fill the little valley. That. And just go straight in there. Splot it on. Oh, see, when you do things properly, funny that, it just, stuff works. When you use your noggin, and you think before you do, rather than just barreling in and trying the king of, it just works. Just gotta be careful on score because it's not terribly, scratch my desk a bit, it's not a terribly deep cut. So when you score into it, it's not unlikely that you're going to end up cutting a new line. Go on. Hold over you get. So this is the front one because it's got my little cutaway for the balcony, so I'll put a bit of glue there. And then in the channel as per. Because when you fold it first and then stick it on, it's almost like it's got no other option but to go where it should. And it fits on perfectly. Actually ends up looking alright. But like I say, that hideous one, what I'll do is I'll probably paint 3 of them brown, and then there's one light black. Or maybe it's a dark black, it's really dark wood, who knows? I'm still deciding what I want to do colour wise with this. Not really sure. I'm not overly familiar with Venetian architect Jar. Oh, I said it like that, I do not know. So I don't really know what colours it should be. Probably not especially different from what it already is. You know, like kind of a white background jazz finished here. It's not particularly long out. These are quite short songs, aren't they? What else we got? Elegant Evenings, that sounds nice. Ah, so this is where we've got the little one, the little plank. It's the little plank. That way up. Like that. Still got beer left. Oh yeah, forgot about my beer. I'm so busy focusing on this. Which you wouldn't think, because if I was focusing, I wouldn't have been cocking it up quite as much as I have. So yeah, beer. That's how are you all? Are you alright? Hello. Conscious not said hello for a bit. I forget how banana-y that banana bread beer is. Like, obvious, you might think, but it's because I'd forgotten to drink it for so long. The banana-y kind of slipped my mind, and now I'm remembering it. It's bloody lovely. I love those bricks. They're really cool. So that's side. There's a couple of windows on the back. I missed. So we're getting there. We're starting to look quite. And that side looks great. That side, apart from this hideous catastrophe, is great. But like I say, that's gonna become something else. Are there any cardboard? Oh yes. One bit of cardboard detailing on the front, which is this piece here, which is quite intricate. I wager I'm going to bollocks this up. My fingers are looking so grubby because of all the glue. But hey, you can't make stuff without getting a bit messy. See, if you ever watch, what is it, Tested? Adam Savage, his channel, makes some really cool stuff on there. But my God, do his hands get grubby? Oh my God, that went on really well. I didn't balls that up. Oh my God. Someone alert the presses. That went on there surprisingly well. Occasionally I get things right. Well done, me. Right, now back, sort of tilted that way, and we're going to work upside down on this. So, first of all on the back, let's do these little bricks, because bricks are easy. Let's start with the easy ones, build me confidence. Brick, brick. Brick, brick. So all dry clear, so that's cool. Then we've got the door frame, which is the only other door frame on here. The bit that makes me nervous is the cardboard balcony. It's not really terribly strong. Again, that went worryingly well. Try and clean my hands off a bit. Oh God, they're so black. With all the stuff sticking to it. Oh well. So what else on the back? We've got a shutter. to there, and another one there. Trim. Pop that on. Done all the side thing, the horrible bits. So now let's build our balcony. So underneath, where these bits are going to go. So these just go side by side. Okay, so these numbers just go side by side. So let's. I think that's going to be the front, isn't it? Don't want to put quite so much glue there. I didn't really need to do that. Lesson learned, chapter read, lesson learned. Bit of glue in there, bit of glue in there, bit on the nubs. Come on. There we go. A bit stiff, that. Oh, there we go. Probably only need to glue that. Does that push that bit into my teeth? That worked quite well, actually. Oh, wood glue tastes funny. Don't eat wood glue.
Probably bad.
Ooh, what's this? There's a rather ornate. There's no instructions for where that goes.
Like the floor of the balcony?
Looks about the right size. I'm guessing it's the floor of the balcony. I can't think for the life anywhere else it would go. There's just no instruction as to where. Yeah, it's got to be the floor of the balcony. frog outside. Yeah, must be. Yeah, put it there for lack of any other idea where to put it. It's not on the picture anywhere on this, so gotta be there. Nearly done, folks. Just got these balcony actual banisters. Balustrades, I don't know what you call these. Bits, the balcony bits. They're proving harder than you think to get out. And that's all of that. I'm definitely going to stand on one of those and slip. Should be comedy gold, but... let's do the sides. More glue, because I put it all on the edges. It doesn't actually sit on the edges, it's kind of more... You can just cover this bit in glue, and then it'll end up looking all laminated. It'll look like I've got tiles. I want to say this is called like fiberboard or something, but I might be wrong. If you do happen to watch this and you know what it's called, please tell me. Because I want to know. It's surprisingly sturdy. And I'm assuming I'm literally just gluing this on, am I? Just literally sticking it on the top. Way too much glue. And I've got no, okay. Like that. Kind of cute. Then we need to turn. I mean, why you'd have a balcony in front of two windows, I do not know. Surely the balcony should be this side. But hey ho. Never mind to question. Although if you put it flush with the windows, then they kind of look like doors. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna put it. Right there. You got the balcony. I'm just gonna leave it that way like that so it dries. And I think we're done with the glue, so I'll give the top a wipe. Might as well just use my fingers because they're messy enough already. That way. Keep it back because that's probably really handy for general nubbing purposes. Wipe the glue off my desk. So yeah, my hands are. But I'm gonna go wash my hands. Give me 2 seconds. Although I can still talk to you while I'm doing this because I'm on a wireless mic. I'm hoping my water's nice and hot. And it decides to get hot. Ooh, my hands. Ooh, the water's going gross. Oh yeah, there we go. You just literally cold, slightly cold warm water, or cold water or warm water, either works. But ow, ow, ow. That's not warm. That's hot. That's just right. It seems so. My bathroom tap has 2 settings: ow or cold. There we go. So I get back and it's all falling apart. Oh, I'll pick up these bits of gum off the floor. Oh, that one's broken. Knows where the rest of that just flew off to. Oh, over there. Chuck that in the bin. But it makes good noise when you break it. You see the top there, it's all dry clean. So let's, still don't trust that balcony just yet, so let's pop my camera where it usually lives. There we go. So, that's the picture. Did we get close? And that's what we built. I'm pretty chuffed with that. The balcony is my favourite bit. I love that. That's really cool. Balcony's really cool. This is my least favourite bit, but that's going to become a drain pipe. The little planks on the side look good. Like I said, the wood glue's all gone clear now, so you can't see the glue at all, really. So I suppose all that remains is to chuck a dice down it. Let's try a few different ones. So I have got in my bag of stuff. In this bag, got some various D&D dice. I suppose we should put the camera back. In desk mode. So we've got selection of D&D dice. So let's just get. So this is the one that I'm most nervous about. This is a D20. I don't know if that's gonna. The problem is if I throw it and it gets stuck, it's gonna be a nightmare to get out. Oh well. Hey, that's all right. That makes a nice noise. There you go. Cool. So D20 fits. That was the one I was nervous about. So this is that's a D10. This is a D10. I actually missed the dice thing. Right, D10. D10 works. D12. This is a D12. Again, I missed. D12 works fine. That's another D. That's the other D10. D20. I'm so glad that D20 works. Right, this one might. These ones are a bit funny to roll in a dice tower. This is a D4. These sometimes get stuck halfway. Oh no. I mean, it seems to be primarily rolling 4. Oh no, there we go, 3. 2, cool. So that a D4 works. Let's get the white ones and then we know we've done them all. So there should be, so D20, D10, D10, D4, D12, D6, classic, works fine. And a D8 works fine. And the white dice, no, so that's it. So all, can you do 2 D20s at a time? Yes, you can. Now, some D&D things require you to roll 2 D8 for damage, so let's roll 2 D8. Works fine. 2 D6. Works fine. 2 D10. Fine. Let's try 2. Let's try 2 D4s. Yep, works. Cool. So, I thought it was going to be a bit small, but it turns out perfect. What's lovely about that is it stops your dice just going everywhere and, you know, all over the floor and such when you're trying to roll. Would say let's chuck them all in, but I don't want to risk it. So. So all the D&D ones were, and in this one, this is just, I've literally in this bag got 100, you probably can't see. Ow. In there. There you go. In there is 100 D6s in sets of 10 different colours. So, bung a few of those in. There we go, look, all 4 of them. I'm happy with that. So there we go. We have built, pop the webcam back. There we go. So we have built a fully functioning Tabletop Games dice tower. So you could theoretically, I suppose, get all the other Venetian stuff. If you wanted to create like a proper, you can have different dice towers for different kind of styles, but I just wanted a cheap dice tower because it stops. I didn't want to get, you can pay lots of money and get like a a tray to roll your dice in, like a nice leather kind of tray thing. I don't want to pay lots of money for something like that. What I'd rather get is a nice little build project like this, which catches all your dice down here, and it makes fun noise. So it's kind of exactly the same thing, but I think a bit flasher. It's a nice little, I don't know, I'm chuffed with that. I think that's gone rather well. Bloody love that balcony. Balcony's great. That side looks great. That side looks alright. That side looks fine apart from the front, which is garbage, and that side's lovely and tidy. So yeah, that's our dice tower. Maybe I'll paint it at some point. And if I do that, I will be sure to stream it. I am about as artistic as this inhaler. So I'm not a particularly artsy person. I'm not very good at painting. I'm not very good at building, as you've seen. So I'm sure it'll be a laugh at my expense. So feel free to join me next time for some more building, more painting, some more crafty kind of stuff. A bit different to playing the usual video games. So yeah. Ta-ta for now.